Hey, what's going on everyone? Josh Quinones here. So today I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different than usual. Instead of comparing a flagship to another flagship, today I'm going to be comparing a budget device to a flagship device, the Galaxy S20 Ultra that goes for around $1,400, and then we got the TCL 10L that's soon to come for $250. Now I know what you're thinking, Josh, why are you comparing a budget device to a flagship device? Well, I've actually been testing out the TCL 10L for the past couple of days. I've had it for about 2 days now, and I've actually been pretty impressed with the cameras on this device. For $250, TCL has put some pretty good cameras in this phone, to where sometimes I found them to be a little bit better than what I was getting on my S20 Ultra sometimes. So it really surprised me and got me thinking I should do a little comparison to see just how far that gap is when it comes to cameras on a budget smartphone and cameras on a flagship smartphone. Now, of course, it's going to be different for every budget device. It's not going to be the same for every single device out there, but for this one in particular, like I said, I was very impressed with the quality of photos I was getting out of this camera. Now, this video, don't get me wrong, this video isn't to say that, oh, this camera is better than this one or this one's better than this one. This is more to show how far smartphone cameras have come and how far that gap is, or how close that gap is now when it comes to cameras on a budget device compared to a flagship device. So don't get this wrong. Don't get this as me saying, oh, the cameras on this device are better than the ones on this one. No, this is just more to show how far smartphone cameras have come and just how close that gap is now. $250, $1,400. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so starting yesterday, I decided to do a little experiment on Twitter and post pictures from both of these devices side by side and then let people vote for which one they like the best. The only thing is, I didn't actually put what device took what picture, so I kind of wanted this to be a blind comparison to see which pictures people will actually pick, because if I were to put what device took what, I'm sure most people would have went for the higher end device, the Samsung device. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Samsung cameras. For those of you who have been following this channel for a while, y'all already know that I love the cameras on Samsung devices. I mean, this whole video is being filmed on a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and just like a lot of my other videos on this channel. So you already know I love me some Samsung cameras, but like I said earlier, I've actually been very impressed with the cameras on this device. And after doing this little test on Twitter, I'm actually very surprised with the results, with the pictures that people actually voted for. And I'm no professional photographer. I don't know anything about the highlights, the shadows, the contrast, anything like that. All I know is what I like and what I don't like. I'm like your average person. So when the average person looks at these photos, they're just gonna pick whatever looks more pleasing to their eyes. So I'm really surprised with the results I got from the votes on these pictures that I posted, starting with this picture of a Rubik's Cube that I took. You got one on the left and then you got one on the right. Now, like I said, I didn't name what device took what picture, but the one on the left was actually taken by the TCL 10L, and that is the one that got the most votes. Now, it was pretty close because the one on the right that was taken by the Galaxy S20 Ultra, it did get 43% of the votes, which is almost half of the votes, but the TCL 10L did win this first round. And as you can see in the picture, it actually did catch more detail on the Rubik's Cube and got more of those edges in instead of kind of blurring them out like what we see on the Galaxy S20 Ultra. If you look down towards the yellow corner, you can see it starts to blur it out before it even gets to the edge. And I think that's one reason why people picked the picture on the left, like I said, which was the TCL 10L. So if you were one of the ones that voted for that left picture, let me know down in the comment sections below. So going to the next picture, this one was a huge win for the Galaxy S20 Ultra. It was just an overall better picture. I think the edge detection was a lot better with this one, even though the TCL 10L did a great job capturing a picture of the baby Groot here. Definitely got a lot of detail, but the overall picture that was more pleasing to the eye, that I think a lot of people agreed on, was the one on the right, which was the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Then going to the next picture, this was a huge win for the TCL 10L. Yes, The picture on the left was taken by the TCL 10L, the $250 budget phone, and then the one on the right obviously was the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, I don't know what happened. Like I said, these were just quick point and shoot pictures where I just put the camera up to the strawberries right there, took the picture, and that's it. I was done. Grabbed the next phone, put the camera, boom, took the picture, and that was it. And me personally, I actually like the one taken by the TCL as well. And as you can see by the votes, everybody else thought so as well, except for maybe, what was that? 1%, 5%, I don't know. That could have been 1% or a 2% vote. But yes, the TCL 10L definitely won that one, which really surprised me. So moving on, this next test was taken in more of a low light setting. The sun was already going down. So I just wanted to test out the low light capabilities of the TCL 10L and see how well it would do against the S20 Ultra. And as you can see by the votes, the right picture got most of the votes. Even though this was a pretty close call, the left picture did get a lot of votes as well, just not as many as that right picture. But the right picture was taken by the TCL 10L. Yes, can you believe it? I didn't believe it. I don't know. Honestly, I could have went either way because the S20 Ultra took a really great picture as well. I think the palm trees came out really sharp, got some good detail in there. But if you start looking towards the bottom of the picture, things get a bit grainy, and that's for both pictures. Things get a bit grainy towards the bottom of those photos, but the overall photo that looks more pleasing to the eye that I think more people wanted to go with was that picture on the right. The sky just looks a little more blue, I guess a little more saturated, and sometimes people like a little bit more saturated than a little bit more flat. But as you can see there, the TCL 10L won that round. Then going to the next picture, so this was a picture of a crosswalk here. There was a lot of color. You got the yellow flower with the white leaves. You got the pink stripe, a little bit darker pink stripe, I guess you would say, the blue sky. You got a lot of color going on in this picture. And the one that actually won this round was the Galaxy S20 Ultra. I think it did a very great job. I think both phones actually did a really good job. And you can actually see that this was a really, really close one. I mean, the TCL 10L did a good job. You got to remember, this is a $250 device going up against a $1,400 device. So for that actually really impressed me because I think this is a really close test right here. But of course, the Galaxy S20 Ultra won that one. So going on to the next one. Now this one, the TCL 10L won this one. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. As you can see there, got the majority of the votes. Now, I think the one thing that kind of helped the TCL 10L was the picture taken from the S20 Ultra. As you can see, we got that glare right there. Yes, the lenses were clean. I made sure to clean the lenses before every picture and then just quickly shoot them and take them. And this one still happened to get some type of glare on the picture. I didn't want to cheat and retake the picture, so I just left it as it was. And as you can see, the TCL 10L won that one. But even though the TCL 10L still caught a lot of detail in the cactus right there, I think it did a very good job. It almost looks like a flagship device took this picture. So definitely did a very good job there. And that was the last photo that I did with these tests. Now, of course, I took a lot more pictures with each device, which I'll be showing you here in a bit, so you can leave your opinions down in the comment sections below. Also took some low light photos. I do gotta admit, the TCL 10L doesn't really do the best when it comes to really, really low light situations, but like the pictures we saw with the palm trees where the sun's barely going down, it's still a little bright outside, but not too bright. It does do pretty good in those type of situations where there is, you know, some type of light around. But when we're in really, really dark situations, I gotta admit, this one does not do very well, and I will post up those comparisons here in a bit as well. But let's go and take a look at video real quick. I took videos with both of these devices side by side, and as you can see, they both look pretty good. They're not looking too bad, but obviously the Galaxy S20 Ultra does have the win on this one, which is the video on the right. But who knows, maybe you'll think different. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I personally think that the Galaxy S20 Ultra definitely has better video recording. Now, of course, both smartphones are gonna have their own cool features when it comes to their cameras. Like the Galaxy S20 Ultra, you have up to 100 times zoom, which is crazy that we actually have the ability to do that on a smartphone, even though the quality might not be the best. We also got a single take feature, which is pretty cool. Of course, we got the night mode, we have pro video mode, Pro mode, live focus video mode, definitely a lot of cool features with this camera. And then moving over to the TCL camera, we have a super macro mode, which is is cool. We also got a pro mode on this device as well. We got portrait mode. We have a stop motion video mode, which is cool. A light trace mode, which is also something pretty cool, which all these extra features I will cover in my full review for this device. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. We also have a high pixel mode, which allows you to use the high resolution camera on this device. So like I said, both are going to have their own cool features when it comes to the cameras. But this video is just pretty much to compare the main cameras on both devices to show just how close the gap is between the two, like I said. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more picture samples, and then let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. All right, well, there it is. What do you guys think? Let me know your honest thoughts and opinions down in the comment sections below. A comparison between the TCL 10L and the Galaxy S20 Ultra, a $250 device and a $1,400 device. How well do you think both devices did? Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video wasn't to say, oh, hey, this camera's better than this one, or this one is better than this one. This was more to show just how far smartphone cameras have come and how close the gap is getting when it comes to cameras between a budget device and a flagship device. Because like I said, in my testing with this device right here, I was very surprised at the results I was getting. And you guys all saw by the Twitter votes, a lot of people voted for this device on a lot of those pictures. So again, leave your thoughts down in the comment sections below. Of course, obviously, in most circumstances, the flagship camera is always going to be the one to go with. This is definitely the better camera and offers more features. But like I said, I was very impressed with the results I was getting out of the budget device, the TCL 10L. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, if you did like it, leave a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. But for now, thank you guys so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you all on the next one. Peace out.